the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. We go from SoFi Stadium. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
McDonald sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. McDonald. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Sebastian Joseph Day in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert on first down now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's McDonald to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is McDonald. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Chargers, nothing. On first down, McDonald. 20, 10, touchdown LA! Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And there's Williams. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw. McDonald. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando and then stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. McDonald. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's McDonald. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. first down. McDonald. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. they've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. McDonald.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, McDonald is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA!
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Herbert. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Granted, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Herbert on third down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So he's stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
McDonald sets to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, winding that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McDonald gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Looking to throw. McDonald. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Jacob Harris.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Herbert now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Herbert on 1st down now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing is McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense